that spent money, that put it on the credit cards, that took out loans, that flew to Las Vegas and bought tickets, and for the main event to end like that was such a disappointment. It really was.
I'm a bit sad for that, for everybody. Just shitting it, like he's worked his way back from having a broken leg, now he's injured again. Bad for Max as well. Max is prepared for a big fight. It's not really happened. He's still won technically, but he won't want to win like that. So, yeah, disappointing.
Looked very confident going into the fight, but then when the fight came out, he looked nervous a little bit to me. He looked very tense, you know, right?
The walkout
right
was strange, right? The walkout was very strange.
Yeah. I was like different. That was a difference. You know, it was different. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Did he hurt himself right before when he was taking his shoes off? Somebody said he did some kind of jump. I don't recall, but somebody said that he might have hurt his knee at that time. You know, and then of course we did that flying. The flying kick, it hurt worse. Obviously, you could see it because slow motion. You could see the knee give in just at that one spot where, you know, I'm in justice. My heart went, damn it.
The MMA world is still talking about the heartbreaking ending to UFC 329. After waiting years for Conor McGregor's return, fans saw the main event end almost as soon as it began because of a serious knee injury. Many people spent thousands of dollars to travel to Las Vegas, buy tickets, and watch McGregor's comeback. Instead, the fight ended within seconds, leaving fans frustrated and disappointed. Max Holloway accepted the win, but admitted it was not the way he wanted the fight to end. He said a win is still a win because that's what the record books will show, but he understood why so many fans were upset.
When you're going to look back at this fight, it's a win on your record. How do you observe it?
Win is a win, you know. A couple people got wins over me that kind of pissed me off, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they're going to go down, look in the history books, they're just going to look at a piece of paper and see a W or L next to your name. So that's what I'm taking it at.
Get hurt during the fight. What is your take on ultimately what happened with Conor McGregor and then what happened with his name?
You know, it's to me, it's like to have a warrior like him train as hard as he did after a 5-year layoff and come back, and to have something like that happen, your heart has to go out to the guy. Look, I may not like him as a person at times, but I have to respect what a great warrior he is. And to see him go out that way is not the way I would want anyone to go out. You'd want them to go out with, you know, doing what they came out there to do, perform. You know, either the other man was the better man or you were the better man, but he beat himself on that one. And that's the one that I feel for him, because that's not something that I would want for anybody, you know. And he deserved to either become victorious or lose to Max, but that's the way he needed. You know, you got to give all the credit due to Max, willing to step aside and go, look, man, the guy's injured, you know, pay attention to his injury. I don't want, you know, he could have easily capitalized on that. He didn't. So to do that, what Max did, you got to give your hats off to that guy. What a warrior he was, by acknowledging that he wants a fair fight, and he knows it wasn't a fair fight. So I respected that from
Daniel Cormier also questioned McGregor's future. Cormier said another comeback may be difficult after such a serious injury. He wondered if fans would still believe in another return after waiting so long for this one. Javier Mendez praised McGregor's effort. He said it takes incredible dedication to train for 5 years and come back after such a long break. While Mendez admitted he has not always agreed with McGregor outside the cage, he said he respects him as a fighter and felt sorry that the fight ended because of an injury instead of a real contest.
Like he had a hard time putting out his sneakers. Could he have been injured before the fight?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, that I don't know. I mean, the day of the press conference, he came running out of the back and ran right up to him and stopped abruptly and, you know, squared off with him. They were pushing foreheads, and
I'm just wondering if something happened within the last 24 hours. I don't see it on the landing, the actual landing of that flying.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that, but I didn't see, you know, the doctors checked him out before they fight, and he looked damn good at the press conference, and he looked fine at the weigh-ins.
It's just a question of getting paid if you step in the cage.
What's that?
The question of getting paid as you step in the cage was.
Well, listen, if anybody saw anything that could have possibly made him look weak or injured leading up to this fight, I mean, what the fucking face-off do? 44 million in 24 hours? More than 44 million views. Somebody would have saw something. Anybody see something? No. If they did, they didn't say it. which is impossible. Nobody would do.
The walkout's pretty epic though, isn't it?
Epic walkout. He looks relaxed, to be fair. Can he do it? Can he?
Second longest ever.
Second longest ever what break?
Yeah.
Can he be nostalgic and get a big left hand and knockout? Oh, what's happened there?
Where do you reckon Joe Rogan's levels of excitement are? Or with Alex Pereira or?
Joe Rogan. He might. Who knows what he might do.
Were you at the UFC fights yesterday?
Yeah. Bro, I'm actually like, I'm with my boys. We left the place, bro, and we were just like, fuck. Like, I'm emotionally
I
distraught.
feel for the guy. I'm like, damn, like imagine working that hard. It's like the Super Bowl damn near for him. This is like life or death, 5 years.
5 years, bro. And you go out there and tear your knee. I just don't know why he came out and threw that crazy ass kick out the gate. I'm like, it just sucks, bro.
And now the internet's so stupid.
It's the
now they're all like
dumbest
showing
shit,
clips
bro.
saying like he was injured before. He went out and said he wasn't.
He wasn't, bro. He works with my guy Tim Grover, and Tim like trained like Kobe and MJ, and I've been working with Tim for a few years. So Tim, I was texting Tim last night. I'm like, I said, listen, I know you're busy, and then Tim's probably like, fuck motherfucker, but he just said, I was like, just answer this. Was he hurt before the fight?
Yeah.
He's like, absolutely not. So that's complete bullshit. So we're debunking that shit right now.
From him.
Mendez also praised Max Holloway for showing respect after the injury. Instead of trying to take advantage of the situation, Holloway recognized that McGregor was hurt and wanted the referee to stop the fight. Soon after the event, rumors spread online that McGregor may have entered the fight with a pre-existing injury. Dana White quickly rejected those claims. He explained that McGregor passed all medical tests and looked healthy during the press conference, weigh-ins, and face-off. White also pointed out that millions of people watched McGregor during fight week, saying someone would have noticed if he had been injured.
That's upsetting, isn't it? Joe Rogan said it's his ACL, so it definitely is. He's just got like MRI vision where he can see into his knee, just like diagnose him straight away.
It's horrible, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's grim.
Build up, and then obviously being in that situation where the fans are annoyed, he probably wants to get out of there straight away, doesn't he?
I thought he was just slipping. He just wants to get out. Mate, I've injured my knee in there, it's horrible. Let's see the replay.
So as he steps forward, watch this. He steps, now watch his right leg. Steps on it, and right there, oh, yeah.
It did look like he put a bit of pressure on his knee. I thought he was just slipping, did you?
Yeah, because he's gone for the kick.
Conor McGregor's had an incredible career. What he's done for this sport really is incredible. The fever around Las Vegas this week was wild. The excitement for Conor McGregor coming back after all this time, 5 years away from the sport, after breaking his leg, was at an all-time high, okay? But we know what happened. If you're watching this right now, you know what happened. You know what happened. He went out there, he threw a jumping, flying kick, blew his knee out. They said probably his ACL, who knows, maybe a meniscus. What I'm saying is that this sport is very, very unforgiving. Conor McGregor came back after 5 years and the appetite was there, the thirst was there, and I'm sure the hunger was there on the side of Conor McGregor. But it took about 15 seconds. 15 seconds is all it took. He ran out there, he jumped in the air, he flew a flying kick, which was unadvisable. It was, because the man's almost 40 years old. And then he blew his knee out. And Max Holloway knew straight away. And fair play to Max Holloway, right? He was even telling the referee, going, yo, there's something not right here. There's something not right, okay? Anyway, that was it. It's done. It's over. Conor McGregor returns after 5 years and he lost the fight. And it's a shame. It is a shame.
Tom Aspinall admitted he thought something looked unusual before the fight started. He noticed McGregor seemed uncomfortable while taking off his shoes before entering the cage. However, he also said it was impossible to know whether that was connected to the injury. NFL star Max Crosby also responded to the rumors. He said he contacted someone close to McGregor's training team and was told that McGregor was completely healthy before the fight. According to Crosby, the rumors about a pre-existing injury are simply not true.
Oh God, no, I can't watch. Oh, I can't watch. Imagine the pressure going into the, I can't watch it. I'm closing my eyes because it's on the screen. Imagine the pressure going into the next fight. Max was saying, oh God, quit showing me that shit. I can't see that. Fuck, turn it off. Max was saying Conor versus Max 3 in December or some shit, but I mean, he's blue as shit. He ain't fighting private. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. He might not ever fight. I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. I refuse to. I refuse to.
Very difficult sport, but it's far less taxing all over on your body. I feel like boxers sustain a lot more head trauma than MMA fighters do. Just the bigger gloves and just the duration. If you're fighting 12, 3-minute rounds with the cushioned gloves, I feel like they sustain a lot more head trauma. But I feel like all over the body, MMA is obviously a lot more taxing on your joints, and you get like niggly on your or your ligaments in your knees, and you got your back and your neck, and there's a lot more different places to get fatigued and get injured. So it's just coming to a point now where maybe his body can't hold up in that MMA space, and they should just let him box and earn some crazy money in his last couple of years off.
For a second,
no, please,
because the thing is, like, Conor can't do MMA again, right? No matter what he does, he's gonna have injuries in his lower body that are just gonna undermine his ability to perform, especially the way that he performs as well, right? You know, he needs his ability to move quickly and change direction and spring from one limb to another. If he doesn't have that ability, he doesn't have that confidence in himself, he's not the person that we want him to be. But what he could do is put a pair of boxing boots on, a pair of bigger gloves, and he could have a couple of boxing matches. And I still do think he could box, and I think he could sell a lot of tickets and do really. And this is where I think potentially McGregor and the UFC are going to butt heads, because if I remember correctly, he's got one more fight on his contract now. Like, if we strike that one from last night and everything, and it's just counted as a loss and we move on from it, he's got one more fight on his contract. And I mean, are they going to force him to fight MMA? It'd be a silly thing to do, I think. It'd just be bad for everybody. And unless they can do some kind of collaboration with MVP and they can get the Nate Diaz rematch back on and they just promise to slap each other with no gloves on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like his only path forward now is boxing.
Michael Bisping called the ending one of the saddest moments in recent MMA history. He said the excitement around McGregor's return after 5 years was incredible, making the injury even more painful for fans. Bisping also praised Holloway for immediately realizing something was wrong and not trying to take advantage of an injured opponent. Looking ahead, several former fighters believe McGregor should consider boxing instead of returning to MMA. Dan Hooker believes the physical demands of MMA may now be too much for McGregor's body after so many injuries.
Have a few short years of the human consciousness where they're globally respected and feared. So laughing at somebody because they can't do it like they used to do it, that actually does not detract from the achievement they've already cemented in time. It doesn't change anything. There's a period of human history in which every single person on the planet respected and feared Conor McGregor. And there's a period of human history where every single person on the planet knew and shouted the name Top G. And nobody, no matter what they try and do, can change that.
1000%, that's the worst possible outcome.
So anticlimactic, dude. What a freaking letdown.
You got titanium rod in your other leg. You blew out your knee. Yeah, that's probably it, kids, for Conor. That's probably it.
He's got to do one more, right? And not go crazy in the beginning, at least?
That's it, Bubba. Yeah, I also blame Drake.
Yeah, that guy who spent $900,000 on Polymarket on Max.
Yeah.
He's very happy right now.
Mario says he's going to be out 2 more years. Yeah, probably. Have to get out of the testing pool again. Wow.
He's like 30, 39 now?
37.
And Austin says, I've never seen enough. Give him Nate now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely devastated. UFC 329 just ended in a wet fart, as Conor McGregor, in the first second of the main event, sprinted toward Max Holloway, as we all held our hopes high in the air that this was the return of the Mac, that maybe, just maybe, potentially he could turn back the clock 10 years from 2026 to 2016 and show us one more time the magic of the Mystic Mac. He sprinted across the cage, took 2 or 3 steps, jumped, and performed a switch kick in midair, landing on his right leg and knee, and it immediately buckled. He tore his ACL, potentially his meniscus, and the fight was essentially over before it even began. As an MMA fan, as someone that has watched this sport for damn near 17 years, that is one of the biggest letdowns I think I've ever seen. That's worse than Tom Aspinall Ciryl Gane. That's worse than you know, Anderson Silva breaking his leg, Conor breaking his leg, Chris Weidman breaking his leg. That is the worst thing I've ever seen happen in that big of a main event, in that big of a moment, with that much riding on it, with those stakes involved. Conor McGregor tears his ACL in 3 seconds.
Where I did a post yesterday, and I should probably apologize for absolutely nothing, homie. Fuck this dude. That's how beef works. We don't like each other. Everyone's saying, oh, you commented on his age. He's only 1 year older than you, about his knees. Hey, guess what? We don't age the same. My knees are awesome. Oh, you wouldn't say it to his face? I already did. That's why a picture exists of this little leprechaun punching up and missing me and me not flinching. Where the fuck is the rest of the footage where we toss this little guy like a piece of dirty drawers across the red carpet? That's why all the footage starts with him far away. Buddy, you look like a drunk, ugly extra in a Sherlock Holmes movie. What in the 1934 am I looking at? Fix your face. Holy shit. Oh, that's me. Why are you kicking him while he's down? Dude, fuck this guy when he's down, up, sideways, asleep, while I'm peeing. Sorry. Fuck him. What in the fuck, Liddell, happened to the landing strip on your head? Worst 10 seconds I've ever seen. Thank you for the walkout being longer than the fight. You're wasting everyone's time.
Dan Hardy agreed, saying boxing would put less pressure on McGregor's legs while still giving him the chance to headline major events. Andrew Tate also defended McGregor, reminding fans that one bad night should never erase everything he has achieved throughout his career. For now, nobody knows what McGregor's future holds. Will he fight again, move to boxing, or decide to retire? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more MMA news. Thanks for watching.